NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Washington football team and the Atlanta Falcons. The mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's Patterson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that
and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, 69 yards. And the Falcons will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. From just south of here in McDonough, it's Antonio Gibson.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Always so many storylines when you're playing January football. And, Charles, you talk about this offense, their head coach, it's his first time in charge in the playoffs. And I think you and I were both kind of surprised by his demeanor and specifically his comments and his confidence at the press conference where he really all but guaranteed a victory.
Yeah, I was a little bit taken aback because you don't normally see that. And on one hand, I was like, all right, cool. He feels great about his team. But on the other hand, I think it's in his best interest to do that. How many playoff games has he won again, Brandon?
None.
So there's your answer right there.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. 3.5 to go, first quarter. They'll run on 1st down. Patterson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Now Murray off play action. Being chased out left. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Gibson. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Koo now for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Washington,
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
On first down, right back to Gibson.
And some room to run now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Good running right there, and this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
On first and 10, it's Gibson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
3-yard gain on the play brings up third down.
From the gun, it's Carr.
Got an open man, finds Gibson.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 33. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
A handoff running left is Gibson.
Good footwork at the 30.
It's a first down and more for Gibson.
And he'll finally be taken down at the 18.
51 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
So a nice run there, and I have to think a strong running game in the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since
he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Antonio Gibson.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And Washington has made this a one-score game. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
14, Washington 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Here's Richie James on the return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Falcons take over first and 10.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Murray. James has got it. Complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Shotgun now from Murray. Flush to his right. Murray fighting, lost the football. He'll have a first down past the 40.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Patterson. And he's got this down to the 35.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, Murray. He completes this to Russell Gage. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now a give right side. It's Patterson, and he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Play fake. Murray. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield. He was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. On 2nd down now, it's Patterson. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half.
It's now 3rd and goal.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal.
Murray now. Escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout,
as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They're going for it. It's Murray. Steps away. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown! Kyler Murray, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Crew able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 21-7.
Washington 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Crew to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with.
This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
2nd and 5.
To throw his Carr. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now, because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
1st down, Washington.
Now Carr.
Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On 1st down, it's Gibson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6.
124 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. They'll run with Gibson.
And he's is going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Gibson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And Washington able to make this a close game again. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Washington 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that can overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
26 months. They're not ready for this, man.
From the 27th, Murray. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
That's going to be caught by Pitts.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball. They leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
On the move to his left. 20, 10, and he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
And not able to break away this time, as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Let's go, D. Finish. 38. Man, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. Check 52.
Once more, they turn to Patterson.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Cordero Patterson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Washington 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
From the 29, Carr. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on first down is Carr. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's It's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now Carr. Buying time to his left. Open man, that's Renfro. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Carr to throw again.
They'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
The Carr's throw pulled in by Renfro.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, 2nd half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Yeah, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking.
Cordell Patterson, the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons!
So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And they've had little to no success stopping him on the ground all game long because that's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and by far the best touchdown of the bunch. They came to this game knowing that they needed to rely on him, and the defense knew they needed to slow him down. Yet he's delivered in a big way, and he's been sensational.
And he'll just take a seat in the driver to get at the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Carr now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Carr.
Now into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked up by Fabian Moreau. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo.
130 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the 2nd round.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll keep it on the ground. Patterson.
And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again.
2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
26 mark.
Now they'll try the jet sweep here. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Now Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Thomas Morstead now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. 35 yards that time on the punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Carr now to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Watch it slant. Watch it slant. Watch it slant.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.